everyone's saying that it's been shaking a lot. Um, yeah, just dropped off a bunch of people. She wanted a little bit more privacy, so totally respect that. That's what happens sometimes. But we had a good conversation actually. She works in the front desk of a dental office, like the billing stuff, and yeah, so we had a good conversation. She said it was pretty entertaining, but we talked about like social media and yeah, the lady before. Have I sent you everything? Yeah, the lady before wanted. Um, Here, let me just greet you as you're running to the bathroom. Yo, what's up? uh, yeah, I mean, it's not awkward for me. You know me, I talk to everyone. Even in the elevator, I'll still talk to people sometimes. That's funny. I think when you work, when there's hybrid, I guess sometimes people, or just let them know, like, hey, I'm running to the bathroom. That's funny though. So yeah, so I have 15 minutes, and then I'm driving my wife. I guess she's feeling better, so I'm dropping her off at the train station. But I have a call later today, anyways. So, oops, let's go. But yeah, so that was an interesting conversation. We talked about. She was just talking about how her niece uh, doesn't work, and she was just trying to suggest like, hey, like, don't you want to get a job, like, so you can make some extra money? And she's like, her niece didn't want to work, so she was just like, oh, interesting how um, people don't want to work and make money. Like, that's weird. Because she was just talking about how when we were younger, we were always working, you know. Um, and she was just talking about, oh, she's very social. Like, she's like, I'm a very antisocial person. But it's funny because this lady, she works front desk. So she's like, I'm trying to go outside of my shell, and I'm trying to become more social and talk to more people. But overall, she's an entertaining ride, and yeah, it was good. It's always good to have people with different perspectives. That was funny. The guy earlier I drove, the Chinese guy who was like typing in Google Translate, and he was saying how, oh, I have Vietnamese people who work in my who are chefs who work in my restaurant as well that I worked at. So yeah, life is interesting. You never know who you're going to meet, but it's I think it's good to just go out there and just meet people and just share, and you never know what life will hold. Oh, I just realized you can kind of see the background because it's like the roof. You can kind of see. That's kind of cool, actually. So yeah, that's my reflection from today. I'll definitely drive a bit more today. Sounds like I'll have a busy day. Um, Probably, yeah. Let's try to just aim $200 per day is like a good goal. I feel like that's like pretty solid. So I'll do that. And let's see. Yeah, so my wife is trying to take the 11:08 train. So by the time I get back and I pick her up, that'll be good. And then I have a call at 11:30 to 12, and from 12, and then I usually pick up my wife around like 7 p.m. So that's another 7 hours I could work. So for some reason today, I had a lot of Uber shares, which is like carpooling, where you do rides and then you get other people that hop on the same ride with you as well. And this is the first day where I had four back to back to back Uber rides, share rides. I actually like it because the more people, the merrier. But it's funny, it's interesting because when there's a bunch of different people here, the dynamic changes a little bit. So I thought that was interesting. I enjoy um, Uber rides. So I made $50 this morning, which isn't bad honestly for working like 2 hours. I'll take it. So I guess it is possible to make more than $20 an hour. It just depends like on which rides you get and how efficient you are and if you're like waiting for people and if they tip you and stuff like that. Hey, thanks for the like, whoever that was. And so now I'm in East Brunswick, about to go over the little river thingy. I always love going over bridges because the view to the water underneath the bridge is always very aesthetic, very pretty. So that's always nice. And yeah, so we're just driving over the river now. There's a lot of good hiking around this area as well. But in the summer, you get chewed up, you get bitten like crazy from all these different bugs. So what are some good topics to ask people today? So if you guys have any questions you want me to ask the random people I'm driving, that's cool. That get help me have more thoughtful questions. So let's brainstorm. I think when I asked her what's her superpower, she said hearing, which is interesting because she says that when people have low voices, it's hard for her to hear. So it's like, oh, that's a very practical answer. And I think I brought some snacks. Let's see if where did I put it? Oh, I think I put it underneath the seat. Oh yeah, I also need to check the mail. This is cool, right? I got my initials engraved. It says DH on my AirTag. So this thing helps you find. Oh, what's up, Kieran, Judy? I got 9 minutes until I'm home, but I'll be on later. How's your day, man? How's life? How's the missus? You're married, right? um, it's good to hear from you. Always good to see familiar faces, Kieran. Let me know if you have any questions you want me to ask the passengers today. The questions I have so far is, I know I was just kidding about the married thing. Do you want to get married? And if so, is there anyone you have your eye on? Are you gonna do love marriage or arranged marriage? That's always a good question as well. I'm a bachelor, bro. Nice, bachelor. How's it feel to be bachelor? I don't even know what that's like, bro. I can't. It's been 12 years since I've been with my wife, so the bachelor life feels like eternity ago. So check this out. I got this sesame snack that my in-laws gave me because they didn't like it. It's like jujube and sesame. Oh, cop. Only bad thing about this, love marriage. Oh, cool. Is there any girls that you've met? Any interesting stories? Both. Mm, yeah. Um, who is this girl? I'm sure she's not watching the live stream. Just let me know. And is that your full name, Karen, and your last name is Jerry? Is that a common last name? Ooh, a little bit interesting. It's like texture is like very crunchy. It's crunchy and it's like kind of tastes like sesame tastes like peanut butter a little bit, like a little bit of peanut buttery, kind of a smoky, and the jujube gives it like a little I should say medicine flavor, kind of like Chinese herbal medicine type of vibe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Is there a couple girls that you're looking at? And are you into girls? Are you into guys? I can't assume, right? You never know. People are definitely welcome to love whoever they want to. Oh, the lady that I just dropped off, we had an interesting conversation about um, she was saying, and then the other lady, she's saying that, what happened to you? What do you mean? What happened? So she, the two ladies were saying how, love. Yeah, in the U.S., everyone does love marriage. There's no arranged marriage in the U.S., or at least I haven't seen any arranged marriage in the U.S. Um, but the two ladies that I just dropped off, she's saying how the older drivers are horrible. Like they'll just slam on the brakes sometimes, and she's saying like when you drive the older, like they have bad eyesight. So she's saying how like sometimes you get like some pretty bad driving from the older people. I thought that was interesting. Mm. And yeah, she was just saying how like I was like, is Uber cheaper? And she's like, oh, actually, sometimes taxis, depending on the driving company, if you work out a deal with them, it could be potentially cheaper. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Um, but yeah, and, and then she's saying the Uber drivers are better drivers actually than the taxi drivers. I thought that was interesting. Oh snap, yo, Vansika, what's good? Um, Unfortunately, I have to go in 4 minutes. I'm picking up my wife and dropping her off, but I'll be spending. I'm probably gonna be driving for like 10 hours today, so I'll be driving a lot today. So I'll be back on the live stream. But how's everything? What's going on with you? How's life? It's good to yeah, so good to see you. We have Karen. We have Karen Jury as well. Um, but it's been a good day so far. I'm I'm excited for what adventures today holds, and I'm good to see your face. I think it's been a couple weeks since I've seen. No, it's been longer. I think, right? I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. How's school? How's life? Whee! These sharp turns. Aw, I'm glad that you called me friend. Thank you. I consider you my friend as well. It is 10:27 a.m. Yeah, so it's still kind of early in the morning for us. Let me guess, 9 hours, so it's 9.5 hours. So if I was to do the math, let me guess, it's 7:58 p.m. for you. Am I right? So good to see you. Um, I feel like I was talking to someone I was talking to Leary, who lives in like towards like the North Bengal, Calcutta area. Yo, I got it. I'm getting good at this. I always add 9.5 hours. That's how I know. All right. Well, I am home, guys. So I'll be on in less than an hour. Well, let me see, an hour and a half. And I'll be on in an hour and a half. So